All right. In this presentation, I think we're going to talk about how to pick a contractor and how not to get screwed. Um, Everybody hires contractors, so this will be kind of quick. I think you might want to take a few notes here, and some of these are suggestions will help you out, and you may get a nice project. So, you want to make sure that you pick the proper contractor. You want to make sure that you don't tell the contractor anything wrong that may jeopardize whatever job they're doing. And I'm going to tell you the things not to say to a contractor, how to pick a contractor out, and a few other things. First of all, you got to decide, do you need a contractor or a handyman? You don't want to hire a contractor, a big painting company, and because they're going to charge you a ton of money to paint, a room. Okay. So, there's certain projects that you can find a handyman. Okay. And, like replacing a sink, or a new toilet or painting, some drywall repair, maybe clean a furnace, clean some ducts, things like that, yard work, small little projects that don't take a lot of talent. Okay, and so that's when you want a handyman. Now, I don't know where to find a handyman. You can find, usually the best is from your friends' referrals, and you can try to find a handyman, on the internet as well. But generally, handymen come with friends' referrals, people they've worked with them for some time. Now, a contractor, you're going to build a deck or rewire a house, all new windows, or doors, or a fireplace. You need a contractor. And if it's a huge project, like you're doing a whole addition where they're going to have subcontractors, then you got to get a general contractor. Okay. So first thing you want to do, once you got your guy, you want to check him out. Check him out on the internet. Look at his website. Go to social media. And then you might want to ask him questions. Does he belong to any associations? And if he does, you might want to call him up or look him up to see if he's he's telling you the truth. How long you been in business? 1 year or 10 years, or his dad was in business. So really important how long. Also, maybe they got to prove to you that they've been in business for 20 years. They can maybe show you pictures or throw some names out at you. Also, you might want to get some references if you don't know the guy. If you're getting a new kitchen put in, you might want some references, because a lot of kitchens go bad. Okay. And so once you get the references, you might want to even call the people, to ask them, how quick did he do the job? Did he like come every other week or every other day, or did the workers come late? Did they make a mess? And how did you pay them? Was there any complaints? What was the work like? So ask these questions. Kind of important also, if you're going to be doing, like, let's say, anything with electrical, or, anything with plumbing or structural building changes, you might want to ask if they got a license. I mean, if there's a contractor that's going to replace a foundation wall, you might want to see if he's an engineer. And maybe if he is an engineer, at least a foundation repair specialist that's been in business for a long time. And then also, these kind of people should have insurance. They're going to lift up your house, and your house collapses. You want to be covered. So, on certain instances, you probably want to see the insurance, and maybe even make yourself part of that insured. You also want to look at what kind of timeline you have on the project, and so ask the contractor, how many projects does he got going on? If he's just trying to sneak you in, he's got 50 of them, well, that's going to be a problem, okay? And so you want to find out how many projects he's doing. Is he going to work straight through your project, or are you going to be the rain day guy? If it's a kitchen, maybe they got outside project and you only get to see them on rain days. So you want to find out, okay? Another thing is, depending on what kind of project you're doing, you got to sit back and say, okay, that we're going to be sanding floors, okay? That's just an example. You want to know, is he going to take care of the dust? What if all your ducts get dirty? Who's going to pay the $600 to clean your ducts? Is he going to protect them? Is he going to do, let's say he's going to remove paint from a window. or replace 2 windows and you got a pre-1978 home, is he going to use containment? It's going to block off the rest of the house. He doesn't contaminate the house with lead, paint chips, And so you want to know, how much trash he's going to generate. Is he going to leave it in front of your house? Is he going to get rid of it? Is he going to create dust? If he does, is he responsible for cleaning the dust? I mean, cleaning dust in a house could be expensive, especially if it gets everywhere. If these guys don't protect the house, then, you imagine if you have a lot of knickknacks, you got to clean the dust off of all that. So you want to find out, how they're going to protect the job. You want to find out the details about the job. Are they going to make a mess? Are they going to make noise? They're going to use jackhammers at 6 a.m. in the morning, So you want to look into all that. Another thing is, are they going to have the same crew? One day, if you've got a finisher putting in a cabinet and he doesn't show up the next day and another finisher shows up, that's a problem, okay? And because you want the same guy, the same worker that he has. You don't want him bringing all new guys in every other day. A couple things. You got to be careful. Do not tell them, you're not in a hurry. Don't tell them to take their time, ever. Big, huge mistake. Huge mistake. If you tell them you got to have it done soon, that you're on a time constraint. You're having a graduation party or something. And then tell him, hey, how long is it going to take? He says 2 weeks. Give him 3. Okay, anything over 3 weeks, I'm not going to pay you 100% of your money. And always hold back 10, 20, 30, as much as you possibly can till the last day. Okay, because if you pay him, he's not coming back to do any touch-ups or any fixes or any complaint work. Now, never, ever tell a contractor, hey, you're the best. You're the only guy bidding on this job. That's why I picked you. Never, ever, ever, ever say that. Never tell them they're the only one bidding. Matter of fact, you tell them, hey, we're getting a couple different bids. And bids are different. Somebody may bid time and material. You always want them to split it up, material and labor. This way you could at least look at other people's bids. And if they don't want to do that and split it up, then you're going to get screwed on the labor or you're going to get screwed on the material. So I would say at least split it up that way. And then for sure, get more than one bid. 3 bids, 4, the more the better, okay? And never, if you're doing an addition and you got 100,000, you don't tell him it's 100,000. I got 100,000 budget. He's going to spend $100,000, okay? Don't ever tell anybody your budget. If it's too much, you say, I can't afford that. No, I got to wait a year, But never tell them your budget because they're going to go right to your budget. Always, no matter what. And then at that point, they may even start substituting cheap material, less. You also want to know, what kind of work you're doing, what it costs. Get an idea, if they're going to, replace GFIs. You might think, well, it takes 4 hours, or they're going to put a 100-amp panel in the basement. That's a half a day, and a day. You're like, a day. So, it's going to cost you $500 to $1,000. He gives you a bill in labor for like $1,500 for the day. One guy, you're getting robbed. Okay, so always know what things cost. Electricians, $45. You can look this up on the internet. Plumbers $45 to $170. $175 is really high. And then some people just don't come out per hour. Like a roofer isn't going to come out for an hour. He's going to patch a job. You can bet your life he's going to either spend 4, 6, or 8. If he spends 6, he's charging you for 8. And they're not going to charge you per hour. They're going to charge you per job. So always find out how much does it cost per day for you to come out with your 2 guys or 1 guy. What's your daily rate? This way they know 3 days it's easy for you to keep up. And then, furnaces. Also, check it out if you can replace a furnace. Repair jobs. If there's like an appliance repair job, it's always going to be minimum $179. That's the cheapest in town. It's always over $170 to $100, $200, because they know if it's $300 or $400, you're not going to fix it. You're going to buy a new appliance. So there's certain things, like an HVAC repair is usually $200 to $400, and those guys can screw you on that. Charge you $800. At that point, you start thinking, do I need a new furnace? So you want to find out, okay? Never ask a contractor if you're going to pay him up front, is there a discount? You know what? That might work, and other types of dealings that you do, but not on construction. Do not pay your contractor up front for a discount. Matter of fact, don't even give him the minimum amount down, okay? Maybe you give him 10%. Matter of fact, what you could do is buy the material. You buy the material. You tell them you want the material list, and you tell them what material, because they can substitute and rob you on different types of grades and things like that. So pick your material, you go get the material, bring it to the site, and now he shows up. Now he's got to start charging you the rate, so don't pay him nothing up front. If he wants to get paid after a couple of days, figure out how much and give him that much. All right? Another thing you want to do is get an itemized bill, okay? You want to know what things cost. You want him to break it down. And you want to tell him up front, if he's going to give you this bill, $7,522 on a little scratch piece of paper, you're getting screwed, okay? You want this stuff broken down. And matter of fact, you want it broken down before he starts the job, because he'll spend time putting that together before. But after the job, he's not going to spend time putting that together. You want to see that all up front. Okay, and also sometimes you got to pull permits too. So find out, if you're putting up a fence, you better pull a permit, because you're gonna have to. Last thing you want to do is pay this guy to put up a fence here on somebody else's property. So is he gonna get it? Is he gonna survey it? And you got to. Sometimes you pay extra for certain things. Fences, you can't put a fence on somebody else's property. You're going to be taking it down. So think about what you're doing. If you're going to make an addition, you better make sure that you got zoning. Make sure that, you're going to put up this addition and the city's going to say, hey, you're not meeting the R3 zoning, side yard variance. You got to take your house down, your addition down. Man, you got to check all that out. If you got to go to zoning, do all that up front, and of course, don't ever do a gentleman's agreement, ever. If you got to make you want to see his contract. If not, get on the internet and find a contract. Pick one out and have a contract. Have a deadline, not to exceed. How much down, how much at the end, and also leave money in the back for final inspection. Hey, I want to inspect this, and once it's inspected, you'll get the rest of the 10%. So you want to hold it back. All right. So hey, please rate and subscribe. I have a lot more videos. Most of my videos are these types of, learning type videos. And we also have services. For out of town, we have people have questions with house problems and anomalies and things like that. You could just Google "call Marko with a question." We have that service. If you're local, give us a call. I've been in the business for 33 years. I'm not going to quit yet. I've done 17,000 inspections, so we do a lot of types of inspections. Home inspections, or just problem inspections, things like that, expert witness work, and environmental inspections. So 216-924-8378, and please subscribe. Thank you.